Hey guys, how's it going? This is Natnator, and welcome to Nate Talks number 2. Here we are again. So, I haven't done this for a very long time, and I just about felt it was time for an update video, and you guys know now that the update videos are pretty much kaput because, you know, I don't really like being serious and all that crap. I just want to kind of put it here. Unless it's something really big, I'll make an announcement for it, but pretty much, if you just want to know what's going on in my life and what's going on with the channel, you can get your fix right here in Nate Talks. Oh man, it's cool to be back. Cool to be just talking one-on-one, no scripts, no bullshit, no stories, just you and me, chatting it up, although I'm the only one doing the chatting. My chair is squeaking a little bit, I don't think that counts, but yeah, that's what we have to deal with in this world. Squeaky freaking chairs. Yeah, okay. So, what's going on in my life? Last weekend I was incredibly sick. I had to take a day off from class, and pretty much the whole weekend I was just hanging out in my room because I was dead as hell, and, you know, being dead as hell sucks, so yep. No recordings over the weekend, which is terrible. I didn't really get to do much work. I did spend like a couple hours doing like homework stuff, and my teacher kind of made it well, a bit redundant when I came in on Monday, and that really sucked because, well, I wanted to hand in my work, and then he was like, oh, change my mind. Last Wednesday I told you guys to make some, like a small object, and I chose to make a stool. But then on Monday he was like, I changed my mind, I want you to work on something more complex and, try thinking about what kind of job you want to get in the future, like what company you want to work for. And, that pretty much threw everyone for a loop, but because I was sick over the weekend, that just made it even worse, because I didn't want to work and I did anyway. But, yeah, so I've moved on to a new thing to make, I guess. But I'll talk about that in a sec. I just want to tell you that, class has been super hectic lately. In fact, just life has been hectic as hell, and I haven't really had time to record. I'm recording this at 11 PM on a school night, and I have to be up for the 9 o'clock class, 9 till 5, and then when I get home I just work until like 12 anyway. Although today my dad came down from Newcastle to visit me in Sydney, so we had dinner out, and I decided to write tonight off and make a video. But yeah, the days are hectic when I'm working like 12 hours a day, because, you know, I have to do that much work to keep up with the damn course, which is crazy, but that's what I do. And if you know me, like if you're not new here, and if you are new here, welcome, but pretty much what I'm saying is that I'm a lazy guy, and this course has really kicked my ass for being lazy, and, well, I've really gotten into gear. Like, I've made some really cool stuff so far, and I'm feeling like I'll have a pretty strong reel even by the end of this year, like a portfolio of work, and I'm really excited about that. And I'm gonna tangent here because I can now. This is Nate Talks. This is an announcement video. This is the first tangent that I can go on without feeling like I'm taking up your time, because if you choose to be here, then you choose to be here. This is Nate Talks. This is bullshit. This is the realm of bullshit. Welcome to my realm of bullshit. Okay, so, what was I even saying? Oh my god. trademark Natinator. Don't even know what I'm saying. So how was your day? But seriously, how was your day? Tell me. I'm listening. But I can't really listen. I'm sorry for interrupting. But yeah. My god, I actually can't remember what I was talking about. I tangented too hard. I go hard and yeah, that's what happens. But oh my god, that's actually gonna bother me, and it's probably gonna bother you too, because I think I was saying something and then I spent so much time talking about the tangent and well, here we are. I don't know what I was talking about. I'm just going to pretend like I didn't say anything and move on. So, pretty much class, I know, it's been hectic, and life is hectic. Life is strange. That game ended recently. I'm not playing it. I watched Cry play it, and god, I love that game. One of my friends, Michu, I've been speaking with, formerly Pokemon Master Maria and all that, she was telling me that she really hated the ending, but I thought it was pretty cool. But, you know, to each their own. I don't know why I'm talking about that. I really wish I could remember what I was talking about before. You're probably gonna send me a comment, just be like, this is what you were talking about, and I'm like, oh man, I forget. But, I remember I was talking about my show reel, I guess. But, whatever. I finished my assignment, and pretty much we moved right into a new assignment the day that the assignment was due. My last assignment was an animation assignment. We had just under 2 weeks to do it, and like, that's crazy. Like, you know, at school, when you go to high school or whatever, I don't know what it's called, like, I think it's called high school in America as well, but the point is it's the last school you go to before university or college. And even in college, you get like 10 weeks to do an assignment, you know? And like, you get a lot of time to work on it and study for it and all that. But in this course, we get like a maximum maybe 5 weeks for a really big assignment. This one was a bit of a small one, but we only had 2 weeks, like 2 weeks, 14 days. And in class, we weren't really even working on it. Like, in class we learn techniques and stuff, and then we have to come home and then do the assignment at home. So it's like I never have time for anything. It's just in class, learn, work on it a little bit, learn a bit more, come home, and then work on the assignment more. That is my life all day, every day. And so the last assignment, like I said, it's animation. I'm going to show you guys, like, there's a lot for me to show you today. So this video is going to be awesome, filled with all these things that I'm going to show you. There's not really that much to show, but I'm going to talk for a bit, because I've written tonight off, like I said. I'm going to speak for a while, so I hope that you're strapped in and strapped on, as they say. So where were we? The animation module, we had to make a walk cycle, a run cycle, and a lip sync, and the character doing the lip sync had to interact with an object. Now, I guess that sounds like a lot. It wasn't really a lot, but 2 weeks was a pretty small amount of time to work it in. I mean, we're only first years and we've only been in this course for like maybe 4 months tops, and it's like 2 weeks. Like, a really good animator could probably do it all in like a day, but that's some guy with heaps of experience, and we're good, but we're not that good. So in 2 weeks, we made a walk cycle and a run cycle, just like an animation of a character doing a walk, and it just cycles over and over and over, and the run as well. And also the lip sync, which was where we got to pick a 10-second clip like an audio clip from a video or whatever, from anything, a movie, and we had to animate it so that the character would interact with an object and speak at the same time. And I picked an audio clip from the movie Doctor Strangelove. It's a pretty old film, a really good film. I really like it. I recommend you to watch it if I don't know if you like history, I guess. It's not really about that. It's kind of, it's humorous, but it doesn't come across as that immediately. It's kind of like an underlying joke. But anyway, I took a clip from that, and yeah, in terms of the walk and run cycles, I took that time to kind of like have a bit of time off. So my walk and run cycles aren't really, well, they're not really stylized. Like, it's just a very vanilla walk and a vanilla run. And yeah, like other people did some other stuff, but I was like, screw it, I need a break. Like, I've been working so hard, I need some time off. So that's what I did. I took some time off and I just made a pretty crappy walk and run cycle. And my lip sync I thought was pretty cool. So I'm gonna put them in now. I'm so sorry, I swear to God, this chair is giving me cancer, but I'm going to put the walk cycle and run cycle now, so you can see them. Great. Maybe loop them a couple times. Woo. And then after that, my lip sync, which is
combined with a spirit of bold curiosity for the adventure ahead.
Okay, so that was my lip sync. Basically, just an audio clip from Doctor Strangelove, and the guy is German. And I'm guessing that a lot of you wouldn't have seen the movie. It's pretty much the point there is that the guy is German. He's in the American War Room during one of the World Wars. It's probably World War II. I completely forget, but the point is that he can't really control his body movements, so as a German in that time period, he was a undercover Nazi, really, pretending to work with the Americans. And when he says he gets a bit excited, he can't control his body, so his hand shoots up to do the Heil or the Hail, whatever, like for the Nazi salute, and he has to like grab his arm and forcefully like punch it so that it doesn't like do that. And yeah, it's not the funniest thing trying to explain it, but the movie was quite funny, and I just thought that I'd do a bit of a homage to that in my animation, and that's what I did. So there you go. Very cool. So we're on to a new module now. I mentioned that earlier, but that's what I'm doing. A new module. I'm actually pretty interested in it, to be honest. The module's called Digital Lighting and Compositing. It's a lot about film, less about games, I guess. We're working in a program called Nuke, which is goddamn expensive, that's what I'm gonna say. To buy a full license for Nuke to have at home, the base version with no like add-ons or whatever, it's gonna cost you, I think, 4,000 euros, I believe. I'm not sure how much that is in American. And the full version, like with everything, is 10,000 euros. I'm pretty sure that's a lot. Like, I don't know how much, but it's a lot. So that's that. We're probably not going to have that at, not going to have that at home for a while, but in class every computer has a version of Nuke, and the course itself pays for it, which is incredible. Like, getting to work with such expensive software is incredible. Like, it's awesome. And well, what am I trying to say here? We're just learning how to use it, really. Like, our first time using it was this Monday, actually, when I came into class this week. And the first thing they had us do was they had us do a bit of compositing in terms of cleaning up images. So, like, we put in a photo which may have had, like, a sign in the way of a building, and what we have to do is make it so that the sign is not there anymore and you can see the building still. And we were shown how to do that both in Photoshop and in Nuke, and yeah, it's pretty cool actually. It's really interesting the way that it all works out. I could show you some stuff, but I don't even know if it's like, screw it, like, may as well, like, there's nothing else, like, you're just looking at a palm tree, I'd assume, because I like putting palm trees in there. But yeah, alright, I'll show you. This is what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like after. I didn't do a really flash job because this was my first one, and I think what we got rid of was the sign on the door, a lamp post, and a person standing in front of the building. But, you know, that was a Photoshop job. And then the second one we had to do, we had to remove a person in Nuke itself. So instead of using Photoshop, we used Nuke to get rid of the person. And I think that one worked out a bit better, but the Photoshop was a bit easier to use. So there you go, something else to look at. Cool. And the thing that I loved the most was our teacher took, he made a stop motion animation of Lego Star Wars, pretty much. Like, it's Darth Vader and two of his cronies just standing there. Darth Vader bows and then turns around. But his original footage that he took with his camera was, I'm not gonna be like honestly, it was terrible. Like, he made it terrible on purpose because he said to us, we need to fix it in Nuke, make it look worthy of being like on a cinema, like in a cinema screen. Like, it's not perfectly okay, but the way the compositing software works is just absolutely incredible. So this is the original file here. Like, you can see it's all shaky, like it's choppy as hell, and it just looks terrible. And then what we had to do was we had to stabilize the footage, we had to do some motion tracking, bit of roto, and then that's the first time I've ever used a green screen, and it's really cool, like the way it works. I absolutely love it. And this is what it came out to be looking like. So it looks a lot more professional, it's been graded, and it's got a backdrop put in instead of the green screen. And yeah, it's just I really like the way that it works, like professional as hell, and I'm cool with that. Something new. I have something to tell you guys. For those of you who watch this, there's something new. That's all I can say. I've got something new for you. I don't know how this is gonna work, because it's probably just gonna be like pretty random, but I got a Snapchat recently thanks to a new friend of mine who recommended I get it because she said it was a lot of fun, and I was like, whatever, I'll do it. If you want to add my Snapchat that I got recently, it's the same as my YouTube and everything, Natinator77, and I promise that if you add me, I will send you dank pictures with hilarious and original titles. That's a promise. But yeah, I'm not going to send you any pictures of my face or anything. I'll just take dank pictures because I think it's funny as hell. And you can send me some dank things too if you want. But that's up to you. Like, I mean, you know. I just need more friends. I'm just kidding. Okay. That was a bit weird. But yeah, sounds like a good deal for me. What else can I talk about here? I have some plans for this new digital lighting and compositing assignment. The point of the assignment is that we have to model an object, model it realistically, and put it into a still frame render. So basically just like we're gonna take a backplate photo. I'll try not to use as much jargon. Basically I'm just gonna take a photo of a location, and then I'm going to model a character, texture it, and put it onto that that photo that we took of the location, and using Nuke I'll change the lighting settings and all that and composite it basically so that it looks like the object I've modeled is actually there, like a real object. So like I mentioned at the start of this video, this is probably what I was talking about when I lost track of my thought, but at the beginning I was going to make a stool, and I was going to put the stool in our classroom and then you know, make it look real as if that was the actual stool inside the room. But instead, when the teacher was like, oh no, that's not complex enough, do something for a company of your choice, I decided I'd go for something a bit more extreme. I'm actually going to model a Mr. Handy from the Fallout video game series. If you've ever seen him, he's the guy on the trailer for Fallout 4, which I am so excited about, by the way. But yeah, not the guy, he's the robot, sorry. With the 3 arms, 3 eyes, and the central body, he kind of like floats around. I'm gonna be modeling him. I'm already halfway through it right now. I should be modeling him now, but I'm doing this video because I'm tired of working and I just wanna update you guys, so yeah. Mr. Handy is going alright, I guess. I'm definitely gonna show you what it looks like at the end, like I'll go through all the renders. I think we have to make a movie file of how it goes, like from the back plate all the way through to the final render where it looks like he's actually there. I'll definitely put this up when I've got it. That's due 2 weeks from the Monday that we just had, so we've got less than 2 weeks to put it in. 2 weeks to make a Mr. Handy robot, texture him, and then digitally composite him into a location. And it's the first time we've ever done something like this. That's pretty crazy. I don't know if that means anything to you guys, but to me, that's crazy. So, to you, that should be insane. Alright, so, yep, that's my plan for the new assignment. I'm hoping that it will turn out awesome, because if it does, it'll be another piece for the for my reel, which will be awesome, hopefully. And let's see, I only have to talk about a few more things. One thing I really want to talk about is my plans for the future, because I just want to let you guys know. For one, in the near future, I am planning to go to the Laneway Festival in Melbourne next February, so that's gonna be freaking sweet. There are a lot of hot artists going there. Like, we've got this lineup, we've got Grimes going, we've got Beach House going, there's Violent Soho, there's trying to remember, I haven't looked at the lineup for a while. Those are the 3 that I'm excited to see. There's Flume. I like Flume. He's not bad. He's pretty good, actually. Yep, there's Flume going. Churches is going. Churches with a V instead of a U. Purity Ring's going. They are really good. I think that they're the main acts that I want to see, but it's the first festival that I'm going to go to where I know more than like 3 people out of like the 20 that are going, so it sounds like it's going to be a heaps good time. And also next February in 2016 I am going to see A$AP Rocky in Sydney, so that's also going to be awesome. I don't know if you guys are into any of this music, but definitely let me know in the comments below, because I want to know what you guys are into. In fact, you should just tell me everything down there. I'll be watching and I'll be responding. Now I'm thinking I'm probably gonna have a shower and go to bed after this, but I've got one last thing to say before I go. Actually, I've got 2 things to say before I go. The first thing is talking about the future. I wanted to speak about the long-term future as well. I joined this course, my video game art course, with the intention to go into video game trailers. I honestly didn't really know what I was doing. I just did it because I love video games and I love video game trailers. I felt like I had a passion for creating and generating the hype that I've always gotten from watching trailers, where pretty much the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood trailer is what made me so excited about cinematics and such, because back then that shit blew my mind. Like, even now it's still pretty damn good, like, for its age, and I want to be a part of that. I want to make stuff look awesome. And what I showed you with that Lego thing, that's digital lighting and compositing. It's making something that's really shit look really good. Basically faking it until you make it. That's how it is in the film industry. The difference between something that you shoot, like, with just like your digital camera, like even if you had it on a tripod, the difference between that and film that would go on television or on in the cinema, like, it's just digital lighting and compositing and all the roto work and, you know, the CG and stuff, that's all under it. It's just incredible stuff, and as I do more of it, I hope to show you more of it. But as I was saying before I tangented again, I came into this course wanting to work in video games, but it's only been like 3 or 4 months, and my views have changed. I'm thinking that I'm probably going to go into film. Like, you know, I could have my name on the next big movie. Like my teacher, his name is Corin, he worked on the Avengers Age of Ultron, or whatever the hell it's called. I didn't even watch that, but he worked on that, the Lego movie, and it's like, damn, he only graduated from this place like a couple of years ago himself, so with a reference like that behind me as well, I might be able to find some places of employment, which would be really great. So I'm hoping for that. Yeah, but even so, even if I do film next year, because next year the course breaks away from being a generalist course into a either you're doing film or you're doing game course, and you get to pick. You pay the same, but you can say, alright, I'm feeling like game right now, or you can say I'm feeling like film. And right now I'm thinking that I'm probably going to go into the film, but that doesn't mean that I can't come back into game. Like, not the course, but I can't work in game after that. In fact, it'd probably be easier to work in game, because when you model, you can model with triangles in the game, but in film you're not allowed to use triangles, you can only use polygons. And for those of you who don't really understand that, it's just a freaking huge pain in the ass to have to model with polygons. because triangles are so easy to make, and it's just like, please. But anyway, that's that. But even if I do go into film, I'll probably end up like in-game trailers anyway. I'll just be doing lighting and compositing for game trailers. But I definitely wouldn't turn down a job offer from Industrial Light and Magic, if you know what I'm saying, or Plastic Wax, or any of those big names. Like any big name company I'm going to be happy to take a job offer from, because they're totally going to come to me and be like, please work with us, because we don't have 1 million people who can do the same thing as you. Well, that's not really selling myself. I'm better than everybody. No, that's not really how it is either. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking about bullshit here. For those of you who have kept up with me to this point, you get a little bit of a surprise. It's a bit of a cliffhanger, so I warn you in advance, but I have a sneaky update for you guys. This is something that should probably go into an announcement video, but I'm going to make an actual announcement video about it when I'm done. But right now, this is a sneaky, on the down low update. I am working on a super secret project. I'm talking top of the line, like, project that no one's allowed to know about, you know? So this project has been in planning for a very long time. Like, I've had this on my mind ever since I pretty much started this channel, but that's pretty much all I can tell you. Like, it's been so long since I've had this idea, but only now have I been able to put it into motion. So all I can tell you is that what I'm doing in this project is for this channel, and I think it's going to be awesome, and I really hope that you will all love it. So I don't know how long it's going to take to come around, but I definitely stay tuned for that. So when you see that announcement video, you'll know what's going on. But until then, it's just going to be a sneaky update just for you. So yeah, that's all I have to say in this Nate Talks. I've just been rambling and raving, and it's been great. I actually enjoy just sitting here and having a chat for once instead of reading. It's a nice change of pace. It's also really good to not have to work, because working sucks. Anyway, I want to thank you all very, very much for watching this video and liking, commenting, and all that other crap. I really, really like it when you comment, because then I can get to know more about you and I can talk to you personally, and that's just my deal. We're on a level here, you and me. You and me are on a level, so that is where we're gonna be. I'm gonna take to the next level, or something like that, something crazy like that. It's just gonna blow your mind. You won't even know what's happening. But that will have to wait until next time, because I am gonna see you in specific, in the next piece of shit that I upload. So stay tuned for more.